Let's go. So sometimes delays, failure, redirection, unexpected opportunities is a part of your journey. If you think about it, we are not in control of our own lives. In a way, we do have control, but not the type of control you think you have. If you think about your life and all the planning that you have did and have done, how many of those plans have worked out? If you really think about it, how many of your plans have worked out? I believe and I trust not many, because the same in my life. I have planned so many things for my life. When I was young or when I was younger, I always had that dream. I always had that confidence that by 25 my life would have been sorted out. But now I'm 24, reaching 25, and honestly, I am not where I want to be. My life is still all over the place. Yes, I have stability, but not in a way that I have imagined years back. If you think about it, planning is good. Planning keeps us motivated. Planning keeps that hunger in us to go and live life. And it's good to plan, but really, we are not in control of our own lives. And still, that's not a bad thing, because if you think about God, if you put God into this situation, He is in control. He is in control of your life. Because if you change the perspective, the narrative, your life belongs to Him. Your time spent, your time on this earth is like a loan. You have given that loan spell to live a life, to practice a life of obedience, to practice a life of patience, to practice a life that is going to make God proud. Yes, you have the evidence in the past that what you have planned have worked out, and that's good for you. But really, if you think about it again, does it feel right that what you have accomplished? I believe it does, but really, deep down in your heart, does that feel right? Was that really meant for you? Every day when you wake up, every day when you go to that destination that you have reached, are your soul alive? Are you alive? Do you feel like, this place is where I'm meant to be? When we all work hard towards a certain destination, do we feel accomplished? Do we feel like, this is the reasons I've worked so hard? This year is the dream. Is it? Because guys, I have heard stories from people that are in situations that they don't want to be in. Yes, where they are, they have the power, they have the influence to direct and to better their lives, but deep down in their soul they know that that's not where they're meant to be. But hear me out. Sometimes life will throw you a curveball. Sometimes life will throw you off balance. Life will throw you off your center. It's the wonders of an unexpected life. Yes, you can plan. Yes, you can say to yourself, I'm going to be there in 5 years' time. And you put in that time, and you put in the effort. You do the time. You work, you study, you do everything right. But then, in a blink of an eye, there's a delay. In a blink of an eye, there's a setback. In a blink of an eye, you have lost that motivation and inspiration to keep going. You ask, what now? I have planned everything, but why didn't it work out? Sometimes, guys, hear me out. A delay, a change, a redirection doesn't automatically mean failure. It doesn't mean it is the end. Sometimes when you think about God, He purposely stop you in your tracks. He purposely change your direction. He purposely put a setback on your path, because God knows what's God knows what is best for you. The reasons and why He did it is to protect you. The reasons why He did it is to steer you again onto the right path. The path that you haven't planned, the path that you haven't even think about. He delays you, He directs you, because again, He knows what's best. If you think about the verse, Proverbs 16 verse 9, a man's heart plans his way, but the Lord directs his steps. I got a copy here, if you see. If you think about that verse, from the moment we gain consciousness, from the moment we start leading our own lives, we plan, we set targets, we aim for something better. Of course, we do it now with good in our hearts. We say, I'm aiming for this because I believe it's going to come good for me and my family. That's good. And we always give our best. That's why we aim for good grades, and that's why we aim for outstanding performances, and that's why we sacrifice, and that's why we give everything. But even though your intentions are good, if it's not really in line, if it's not really in step with what God has planned for you, then you can do anything, everything right. But a setback will come, a delay will come, a redirection will happen. I don't know how, but I believe it's gonna happen. Because if I use an example in my life now, there was a moment, there was a year when I had an opportunity to enter the police force. I was an intern. I was a 2-year intern at the police force. And I saw everything in that job that was attractive. And when the time came, I prepared myself. I've learned from many officers. I've seen the action, I've seen the deeds. And I said to myself, wow, this looks fun, this looks amazing. And I believe that if I also become a police officer, I'm gonna make huge change and huge differences in my family. And I made that my goal in that 2-year time span. And when the time came to take the test, I failed. It's like how I prepared myself. I've asked the questions. I've got the guidance from the people in the job, but how did I fail? And my mentor, he told me on many days, yeah man, you'll fit the job. You have that heart. But look how it turned out. I'm not fit to be a police officer. And yes, I could have gone for my second chance, my third chance, but I didn't. After that setback, I reflected. I asked, what now? And where must I go? What must I do? And then that time span came where everything just went bad. Struggling to survive, struggling to make things happen. But then, like I said in my previous video, I prayed. I asked for our Father to show me the way. And then the amazing thing happened. He led me again. He directed my steps to a small bookstore. I was desperate. But it happened. And it happened so fast. And now life is balanced. Not perfect, but balanced. There is peace where I'm at. At my job there's peace. It's peaceful. It suits me. And now that I think back to it, it's good that I have not gone through with my plan of becoming a police officer. Because over time, I started to realize that I'm not that brave, man. Not that brave. I'm not somebody that's going to take you by the scruff of your neck and throw you around. I'm not that type of person. And being a police officer, that wouldn't have fit my personality, my way of living. Because all I want is peace. My father has led me to an environment where there is peace. I believe there's a reason why I work at the bookstore. I see it as a preparation stage. I'm sharpening a skill, a very important skill that's going to do the work of God. And if you think about it, I'm doing that now. I am practicing that right now, making videos in my own way, speaking the word in my own way, and encouraging you and inspiring you to live a life in fear of God, to live a life that would make God happy. And there's always a reason there for the redirection. Sometimes we just have to, again, stand still. Sometimes we just have to give over control, be obedient, and to wait on God's timing. We plan our ways, but if it's not in step with God, He directs you. He directs you in a path that is in with His way. Wherever you are, wherever we are, there's a job that you must do. Even if you had good intentions first, were those intentions made for God? If it was not, then that was the reason that He directed you. That's the reason why He closed the door. And of course, it's all about protection and taking care of His children. You are His children. So, don't be discouraged. Don't just give up. Don't just stop trying. Still do your best. Still plan. Still do occasional planning. But what you must do differently, what I would advise you or encourage you to do is include God in your plans. If it feels right in your heart, then you ask for God through prayer or just in your head. My Heavenly Father, is this the way? Like David. When you think about David, I believe there was a moment where he and his men was about to get ready for war. But before they stepped into the battlefield, he asked his Heavenly Father, must we attack? Must we move forward? And then they wait. And then God told him, go. I have already won this battle for you. So do your planning. Even if there is a setback, don't take it on as it is the end. You pick yourself up and you move forward again. These setbacks, these redirections, these unexpected opportunities, it's all the factors that is shaping you, that is building that character, that version of yourself that God already knows. It's all about teaching you obedience and trust and patience. Remember, we are all special, and we all have a special place in heaven. We all have a special place in God's heart. He will always make sure that you get the best. Even if your eyes, His best is not the best that you expected, He will always ensure that you get the best. That you live a life that is going to be peaceful, that's going to be full of grace, that is going to be a life that God is going to smile upon. So, plan your way, but give over control so God may direct your steps. Life is full of opportunity. Life is full of opportunity. And we must be open and free to live it in step with our Heavenly Father. I pray that whatever you have planned, and I pray whatever you have in your heart, that you're going to end up there. Chest out head high, proud of yourself, that you have done it and that you have accomplished it. So, keep on trusting, keep on being obedient, and let Him direct your steps. Peace.